rattrap25 with another Transformers toy review. It's a Transformers animated Lockdown. A completely new character in Transformers universe. So if anyone turns around and say, "Oh, we know all about Lockdown, even from G1 or G2," then they're lying. Lockdown first appeared, and his first character appearance is, excuse me, in animating. Can't remember who voices him, but he's in Terminator and all that. Lockdown, his character. Lockdown is a Decepticon. Even though he's not, he doesn't perceive himself as a Decepticon. He basically sells himself off to the highest bidder. Sells his services to the highest bidder. So if he wants a code from the Decepticons and do it secretly, he will do it. He will do it, and he will do his job well. If the Cybertronian guards wants a rescue mission and they pay him enough, he will do it. He has no allegiances to anyone. But why I say he's a Decepticon is basically this is unwritten, and this is my theory. My theory. No one's told me this. I haven't got researched this. So this is just my theory. You can call me stupid. You can do whatever, you know. Call me any name under the sun. I'm willing to take any answers or questions on this. Or if anyone wants to do a debating video with me, I'll be more than willing to debate with you. Okay, this is my theory. Why I think I class him as a Decepticon. It's because he was a student of the Autobots Cyber Ninja Academy in the five circles of darkness, something like that, in season 3 of Transformers Animated. It's on Prowl's backstory, and Jazz's and Prowl's master called Master Yokitron. Yokitron, I think I pronounced that right. He was betrayed by a student, kind of like the Anakin Skywalker to Obi-Wan Kenobi. He turns his back on the Jedi, on the light side, and turns to the dark side. And he finds out, and Yokitron tries and teaches him why it's the warrior, not his weapons, that makes a good warrior. And Lockdown is all about upgrades. And he's so obsessed with upgrades and modifying himself. He's kind of like a power. He's drunken on upgrades. He's like, he's obsessed with all these upgrades and making himself better, making himself stronger, making himself more powerful, and in taking them into himself and updating himself. So this probably will not be Lockdown's real mold, original protoform mold. This is what he's made himself into. So it turns out that Yorkitron was betrayed and murdered by an ex-student. He never says why until the end. That thing is Lockdown basically admits that he's the one who killed Yorkitron and stole all the protons what Prowl was sent to protect. He shares a very special bond with Prowl, like a warrior's respect and kind of like a long lost brother kind of thing. He very much respects him in a lot of ways. You first see Lockdown in the very first series. He appears every series, and every episode of Lockdown which he has is absolutely brilliant. It starts off with, he has a lot of history between a lot of the Autobots without them knowing. Prowl and Ratchet are the main two. He is a bounty hunter though. He betrays the Decepticons by working for Sentinel, by collecting their and Sentinel says, if you capture these Decepticons for me, or all the Seekers, I will let you have their special abilities, weapons. He betrays Megatron by working for Starscream. He just betrays everyone in the series, and he only looks out for his own himself. He betrays Prowl by saying, oh, let's catch a Starscream, and but he wants his upgrades. That's it. That's all I can say. He's just he's a very good character. I say the only thing that makes Transformers as good as it is this guy. He is Transformers animated. He's that good that they incorporated his toys into his character into different versions now. They corroborated into the Transformers G1 style of the Dreamwave, as searching in my Drift review, in the comic book Drift review, what I had on Spotlight Drift, his toys actually comes from the Revenge of the Fallen toy line, no Hunt for the Decepticon kind of thing, you know. To transform him, he's very, very much like Barricade from Transformers. Okay, and it's very clever how it's done. See these bits at the back? These become his legs, like that, and just unclip it like that, and you unclip his arms, this bit like that, so it's like kind of thing like that. Then you pull these, grab all the engine ports or the exhaust ports and push them up, and you push the tail lights down like that, so they look like that. Then you lift it round, and as doing, you bend it at the knee a bit, and you push his grill in and push back. Do the same again. You can push that up because it helps you. Push, bend at the knee, clip in, push down, and there's his legs. Turn his legs around at the hip so it's like that. Push his arms down to the side like that. Bring these shoulder pads up and turn them around like that. You flick out the arms or hands inside of him and open his cockpit chest and pull out his head. He is a very menacing Decepticon. His hands don't, like I say, I think this is not his original form. You can describe, because he's that much made up of different parts from different Autobots and Decepticons. We really don't know. The only thing I think is original on Lockdown is his head. That's the only part that is originally Lockdown. And this bit of his car mode is also his weapon. He's most famous for having this. You put his left arm in, clip it down onto a little peg, turn this bit round, this is engine, and basically if you clip it right, he's supposed to get Ratchet's EMP charger out like that. See if I can do that again on a bit better on camera. So there's a little button under there like that, and try and squeeze it as best as you can. There we go. Clips out like that, and you just plug it into Lockdown and you've got his famous battle mode pose. And this is the pose I like to keep him in, because he's mostly perceived in this mode. He really doesn't show his hand. He has, his arms can go 360 degrees. They have done another Lockdown with his chainsaw as well, so I might actually pick that up just to get the chainsaw blade and just give the toy away. Bends at the shoulders like that. He can do full 360. They're all on ball joints mainly. The only things that aren't is his knees. His head can slightly turn, very slightly. He's got a very menacing look about him. So this is rattrap25 signing off with Lockdown. And I would recommend to get this character as a toy. He's brilliant. It's perfect. And so rattrap25 signing off.